Hey folks, Daily Landsblog here, and it seems as though the submarine anxiety panic story was a big hit because others have actually come in, and I don't think anyone has said I have a terrible fear of submarines. Although I did get the opportunity through doing speeches and talking to military to go out on a submarine. So here's how it was presented to me by a high-ranking official. You didn't know the story, did you, Case?
No.
I'm not really very proud of it, but he said to me, Michael, we do take guests out on submarines. As a matter of fact, sometimes we auction those off so you can go out and you can be in the submarine for a couple of hours. And he said, I could probably get you an invite. And this is me. No, and then I thought, okay, well, I'm saying no, but he didn't even give me a time. So I had to be honest. I said, no, as a matter of fact, in a million years, I will never accept that. There's almost nothing in the world that I would rather less like to do than that. He said, why? I go, I would just freak out. I mean, and that's when I used the example of if I couldn't handle the submarine ride at Disney World, there's a pretty good chance that I would absolutely freak out. Would you go on that, Case?
Yeah, I would have done it.
Yeah, okay. Well, you know what?
When was that?
This was probably a year and a half ago, but they do it all the time. So, and they actually raise money for charity by auctioning that off. Would you pay for that? I'd like to know. Not you, Case. Would you pay for that? So there was the elevator story as well. And I'm trying to share these stories to say, hey, I've got embarrassing crap in my life that I'm not embarrassed about anymore. And the thing that I was horrified when I was a kid was the fear of sitting in the middle in a movie theater, the fear of riding a bus for fear that someone on the bus would throw up. I mean, I wouldn't go on the bus to camp. There's all kinds of things I wouldn't do. And then there's the elevator story in Los Angeles. So it's the four of us in the elevator, and the elevator stops. And this for me is like my worst nightmare. I actually say to myself a lot, if the elevator stops, I will panic. That is my plan, to panic and to scream. So the elevator stops and a woman goes, oh my God, we're stuck. And my son looks at her and says, what?
Shut up.
Shut up. And it was humorous enough and spontaneous enough that it distracted me, and the elevator not long after. So I actually started to pry the doors open. You remember, Case?
Yep.
And it was halfway up. And I'm going, okay, I'm going out. But that's a little bit risky because if you go out and the elevator comes up, that could be a bit of a problem. But at that point, it's like, I don't care about anything. So do you have a fear like that of anything that you'd like to share with others? I think that it's a really healthy thing. Okay, here's one from Sarah Barnes. MRI machine. Oh my God. Oh my God. I've never had an MRI before, but I've seen it. I've heard about it, and I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I mean, eventually in my life, I'm going to have an MRI, I'm sure. But I don't think I could handle it. I'd have to have major sedation. But that gets into a problem because I had a problem with that event. So what the hell am I going to do? Man, I got a lot of crap, don't I, Case?
Yeah.
Yeah. Depression, anxiety, and I don't know what else you could throw in the pile. Okay, before I go, I wanted to read something that I tweeted because I want to talk about it tomorrow because I think it's important. The key to feeling less lonely is having one person who understands, because people love us does not mean they understand us. Really, really important. It's taken me a while to understand that. I'll explain it tomorrow on SickNotWeak.com, 24 hours a day, 364 days a year. This is the Daily Landsblog because someone has to share with you submarine and elevator stories. Where else are you going to get this?